Don't you just want it all? Who wants to do this? Yeah, let's do this. Who wants to do this? Yeah, let's do this. I'm going far and wide, come on for the ride, because I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's do this. I can play at the circus just 'cause you wanted this. Baby, you're playing checkers, yeah, and I'm playing chess. Who wants to do this? Yeah, let's do this. Who wants to do this? Yeah, let's do this. I got my last heels on and I'm ready to roll, because I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's do this. Who wants to do this? Yeah, let's do this. Who wants to do this? Yeah, let's do this. I'm going far and wide, come on for the ride, because I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's do this.
Woo!
Yeah, that's fun.
All right. Hello, Todd fans. Welcome to Rundgren Radio's 14th birthday bash year. Headed into 15. Exciting stuff. That was a video of screenshots. So sorry about the quality on some of the photos, but that's screenshots from last year's RRVV, our first year of doing virtual that we were kind of forced into, but it panned out to be a great thing. We thought, had a lot of fun with it. And we're going to give you some entertainment this weekend again for our annual party cruiser now.
That's right. Too bad we can't be all together in the same room yet, but before too long it'll happen. So here we are.
Here we are.
This weekend, birthday bash.
That's it. What are we celebrating? We're celebrating the music of Todd, Nazz, Utopia, new cars, anything Todd's been involved in. That's what we celebrate, the music and the community. So what is this community? I'll give you a great answer from Mike Bender once was asked at a concert, are you Rundgren Radio? And he said, we all are, and pointed around the room. That's what we are. So good fan community. We're celebrating that. We're headed into the 15th year. Tonight, we're going to show you stuff from last year and some other things. We're going to have fan caves that we did, the show where we went and visited fans and what they collect. We have behind the scenes. It includes Chasm, Jesse, Utopia Wine, My Record Fantasy Camp, Utopia Coffee. We have parties, Halloween, New Year's Eve. And we do have something from the party last year. We're going to show you the Hermits concert. It's been remastered and in sync by Grady Moats. So we'll show that to you. That was fun. And we have some new stuff too, Cruiser Man. What else are we going to be showing?
Yeah. Well, we check in with some of the usual suspects. I'm not going to give off any names yet because we got to keep some things as a surprise. And we got some new Todd stories from fans. So anyway, we got a pretty loaded weekend here, don't we?
That is all right. We are very excited about it. We appreciate you watching and being with us. You know, most people not encouraged to travel this weekend. People aren't out. So we thought we'd put this together, and we hope you enjoy it. And we'll see you this weekend some more. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's RRXIV.
Definitely.
What is your favorite piece you think out of all those, Brent?
Probably the people I've met while I get the autographs or standing around before or after a show.
Yeah.
The Todd people are just so much fun and so kind and considerate. That's probably my favorite. I do really like finding this reel to reel and having Todd autograph that. I still need to get a Wizard of True Star, but that is hard to find. But
Okay. We'll be on the lookout for you.
that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Story, Todd stock koozies.
Rare item from Cruiser Mail.
The thing this has absolutely nothing to do with Todd Rundgren, but I found it at a garage sale.
The belt buckle? You should bust that out sometime, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see the candle, man. Let's see it up close. St. Todd, baby. All right. What's on the other side?
Oh, Kitsap Creations, Celebrity Prayer Candles.
Have you ever burned it?
I have not.
Time we were at the Nazz shindig last year this time, and you were like, "Oh, I've never been to Cincinnati before, but I've been to Covington."
Oh no! Where did you get that shirt?
Wow! Yes,
And,
freeze your ass off.
This is my favorite Todd shirt. I cherish this. This shirt does not get it gets washed. It doesn't get dried because I want this shirt to last my entire life. And
Oh my God!
I was at this show, and my best friend, who I've been friends with for over a decade now, he was at the show too, but we weren't friends yet. This was just like months before we became friends. And later on, like I think like a year or two later, he's like, "Hey, I don't want this Todd shirt. Do you want any more?" And I was like, "Oh God, yes, please." So this is literally my first Todd shirt, and I'm a
I was at
sucker.
a few of those. Do you remember they had the really cool zip up hoodie of foamy?
Oh,
foamy
yeah.
color.
Oh, I do
That was
remember
so
that.
nice.
Yeah.
This thing right here, I took one of these to Todd Stock West, that shirt right there, because
Yeah.
I was like, I got to get rid of this thing. And Michelle grabbed it and loved it. I was like,
Really?
what? Yeah. Yeah. Do you have to do you do any kind of warm ups like you would for a concert to get your voice ready?
No, I have a donut.
You just get on there and start talking. Huh?
I have a donut usually. And
Clear throat. You don't do.
I
anything
haven't
like
tried that. I'm going to try that next time.
A donut.
no, I don't really do anything. I think Bob has suggested to me, he's like, calm yourself before you sit down to record. Take a deep breath and think that you're only talking to one person. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. I'm like, I'm in the middle of like, I got to go walk the dog and then sit down and do a radio show.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with it.
We are.
Bob, I'm glad you're helping them out with it. Y'all are coming up with a good set list and keeping everybody interested, especially during these times when people are really looking for entertainment. It's good to hear that their Sunday nights are being made by this show, and that y'all are going to keep doing it. Even when touring starts back, I think people still want to listen to it. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-oh. There's a doggy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Say, hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete. And this exciting news. So we all know he got the lung transplant. We're just kind of see what's going on right now. How's he feeling recently? Since then?
Doing fantastic. He's doing so much better than we anticipated. He is hopefully going to be in acute inpatient rehab, which means he's going to go through very aggressive physical therapy, and he'll be home hopefully in a matter of weeks. It's crazy. Yeah. We had no idea that it would progress this quickly and he would do so well.
So do they say that he'll be able to go, completely back to normal? Will he be able to play guitar and tour and stuff? Or is he going to be, at home all the time, retired?
Yes, we are hoping that he will be able to tour within a year.
Wow.
It's all, we don't know. It's all touch and go, of course. And he is doing so much better than we anticipated that I believe that's going to happen.
That's awesome.
And there'll be restrictions, of course. There's certain things he can't eat, and he has to wear a mask and things like that. Well, don't we all?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But outside of, he was on medications for life. But he got a very young, very healthy lung.
I know you like Utopia.
Love Utopia. I'm just so fascinated, Kevin, between your musical background and your financial brain. Do you find that they complement each other, or do you really have distinct differences between your creative side and your financial side?
So it's really funny that you say that, because most people would think it's a completely different world. And really, in many ways, the ability to navigate sort of musically is very similar, at least the way I operate, similar to being in business and thinking about the markets and dealing with people. So the biggest part is when you play music with other people, you have to really, really listen, you know, and you have to be in tune with body language and what somebody's saying and what they're not saying. So if we're communicating with other people, playing music is like an unbelievable training ground. And then, you know, there are lots of studies that say like the math brain and the musical brain are very, very similar. So I don't find it very different. And, you know, I find the fact that I'm you know, the kind of brain that can improvise and is willing to be flexible and what I call can kind of look around the corner is different than like if you were an accountant and you became an investment advisor. You know, I'm not rigid. I'm not stuck in a way of thinking. And I think that, honestly, I think that helps me.
Name of the wine we're going to be tasting today?
We're going to taste a 2017 Estate Pinot Noir from my estate vineyard here in Ribbon Ridge.
Very good. Well, maybe we should bring in our special guest before we actually get started. Don't you think maybe we should?
Absolutely.
Okay, everybody, let's see who it is.
The reveal.
Oh,
hi.
Cy Kernan
Photo
from
bomb.
What's up?
Old rock and roll habits die hard. Sorry.
That's no rock star.
You can never find a clean glass.
Yes, welcome. Now.
Yeah, the one I always tell is when we were going across one of these treacherous ravines with those little rope ladder bridges, and I see, and I'm like struggling with my 2-pound backpack, and coming towards me is this Sherpa that's got like half a house on his head, and I look down and he's only got one flip flop on, and he's got a flip flop and a bare foot, and I say to him, "Well, you lost a shoe?" He goes, "No, I found one." And that's one of the reasons why I came down a different man from that trip. You know, it's how you see things. And I've been sort of labeled. We've all been labeled with our own entitlement, and we don't know what generation we've all grown up in, but there's so much really good things to still hold a hat to and find hope.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
I like black velvet.
Velvety.
And here's my tiki lounge right here.
Dick Dale.
Oh my God.
So this is my lounge, my tiki lounge that I'm
That
in.
is amazing.
Dick Dale. There you go, Cruise Mel, Dallas.
Yeah, I love Dick Dale.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so cozy.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the outside looks like this.
Nice.
And that
nice. Table pulls up, right? Isn't that the table that pulls up?
Yeah, pulls out. Yeah, that's the bar.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
So this is where I like to drink, more like tiki drinks and rum drinks and stuff like that, which I've probably enjoy maybe a little more than wine, but I do love wine. And
going back to like global, especially, I always find it so fascinating to see how, people who've been longtime fans of Todd would react to his newer music, right? That has a more of a modern or contemporary like twist to it. I feel like there's like different categories of Todd fans too, just from my 2 tours, like experiencing, like there are the fans that are like, play Hello, It's Me, play Hello, It's Me. And he'll do it, like, but he usually saves it at the very end or makes it an encore because he's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And there are the fans who just really appreciate, you know, it's not the song, but it's really the artist behind the song. And you just kind of, the fans that evolve with his music because they just so appreciate Todd, you know, and want to follow his journey of discovering and experimenting always with new sounds. So it's interesting, like when we see, yeah, it's interesting when we meet different kinds of fans. I mean, we welcome all of them. So
We are all about the merch around here. We love to. We have a nice logo.
Yeah, the corkscrews are pretty cool. Here, I'll show you. Here's one right here. I just used.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but it has a very subtle Utopia.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Subliminal marketing.
Yeah.
Reminders.
So I have to ask, is the name Utopia connected with Todd, or is it just a complete coincidence?
Well, I mean, it's mostly a coincidence, although I am from that era.
Okay.
You know, and I definitely very familiar with Todd and his music.
Nice.
And we do play it in the tasting room along with all the other, you know, softer side of the 60s classic rock that I love.
Right.
And so, yeah, I mean, when I told this story in the first one that we did, but I'll just summarize. When I was coming up with the brand and I had written the business plan and called it Utopia, and then that was like 5 years before I even bought the land. So once it started to actually become a reality and I knew I was going to move forward, I started to really look at how, you know, what did I want the look and feel to be of the brand. And so one of the designs I looked at was Todd's album covers and the artwork associated with his band. So there was that immediate, you know, right from the beginning, degree of separation from us, right? So yeah, it's always been, and you know, people come into Utopia and they come in the tasting room, and you know, they always ask me, well, do you know the road to Utopia? And it's like, yeah, duh. So I get asked a lot. It actually comes up a lot. So it's connected in that sense.
Well, I love it. That's a fantastic idea. That there's some inspiration there, and it's just a great name, obviously, too.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, Elliot, I was super surprised that someone hadn't already taken that, especially for Pinot Noir.
One more orchestrated song and dance. Feel from the speaker space that is for a time. Put their heads together and try and make the night one. Oh, I forgot this song. The very next word, lady lips could decide if you go or if you would stay. She would play that old cliche. She's only asking him to help her make the night alright. And the streets of the city is moving the same to turn you all away. So he plays that old cliche.
Here we go. Come dig yourself.
Spoonful. And then what you're going to do now is going to be weird, but give it a shot with me. And if you don't like doing it, you don't have to taste it this way. But when we're tasting coffees, the best way to get all the flavor is to aerate. So you might have seen this in a wine or a bourbon tasting, but I'm going to go and I'm gonna slurp, and the whole reason is I want to spray the flavor across my palate.
Lord have mercy. Everybody go mute. I thought you snorted it. What did you do? You slurped it like a. Okay. All right.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna mute for that.
That works.
And
Yeah.
and you know, but also being like somebody who loves coffee, I feel the same way about beer. Like any coffee is better than no coffee. You know,
totally.
But that being said, these are all extremely drinkable coffee. It's not like one is, oh, I guess I have to drink it. You know, these are good.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Well, yeah, I want to thank you for all the kind compliments on the coffee. You know, this is I mean, I spent a lot of time tasting coffee, and I mean, this last year I tasted 15 Peruvian coffees, all side by side, and these were the 3 I selected, and I don't regret those selections. I love these coffees, and I'm so happy that everybody was able to enjoy each one, even though there was differences, and the fact that even though there were there were some real differences between them, the fact that they're all very drinkable just makes me super happy.
Yeah. So instead of us doing an abrupt ending, why don't we do this real quick? Everybody tell us we'll go in order. What your favorite bagel was tonight. Mine was pumpernickel. Tom, what was your favorite? Tom. Maybe Tom will answer us in 10 minutes with that internet modem.
Toss it between blueberry.
Blueberry
and red velvet.
Morning. So Tom likes blueberry. Lizzie, what do you like?
I think probably the garlic. Gotta go with the garlic. Yeah, which I ate this afternoon. It was extra fresh.
Did you eat it with bacon cream cheese, or is that a no-no?
No, I didn't. I ate it while I was driving.
Gotcha. Kazim, what was your favorite?
Pumpernickel, like you.
Yeah, excellent. PJ?
The pumpernickel was outstanding, but the everything was really over the top.
Okay, the everything bagel. It's got everything. Carol, what'd you like? Something sweet?
No, my favorite was the blueberry, but I didn't try the garlic, the everything, and the rye yet. So out of everything I tried, the blueberry was number 1.
Okay, well, try the rest and report back.
I like the
pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel, yeah, pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel. That's 3 pumpernickel votes. Mel?
Pumpernickel.
Well, that's all. You didn't try your prosciutto though, so nobody knows.
No.
Yeah, we didn't try that either yet. We have one
Tomorrow, yeah.
Come on. Veronica, what was your favorite?
No, it's a toss-up for me. The sweet and savory. It's the bialy, which was excellent. This texture, and the cinnamon raisin, which was more traditional. But I think the bialy probably killed it for me.
That was good. Very different. I've never had one of those. All right. Well, thanks, guys. We appreciate you. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Healthy bagels.
Thanks, everyone.
Kasim, see you Saturday.
All right.
Where did you guys go, Jesse, Mary Lou? I know you're with us somewhere.
Is there a grand entrance plan?
Yeah. Just come on in. We've been waiting for you.
You're waiting.
Come on in.
Ready?
Yes.
Here we are.
Hey, look at that.
Hey.
That was smooth. Special.
That's going to be the best entrance of the night for sure.
It is. So listen, easiest way to start is first off, I know I speak for Lizzie. I speak for every Todd Rundgren fan. Man, we're so happy that that things are going well. We really miss you a ton. We miss. I don't know, man. We just all miss you, and we're wishing you so much wellness and hope you're doing well. So the big question is, what's going on? How you feeling? When are you going to start playing again? We miss you.
Oh, I'm feeling great. Thanks to everybody. I hope they got to listen to my 40-year-old Christmas carols.
Yeah, I did. I listened to that earlier today. So it was great. Yeah,
pretty good. That was done back in the day when you could only play one note at a time on a synthesizer. No such things as presets. You had to actually design all the sounds. So it was kind of fun. I was teaching myself about synthesis. But anyway, I'm doing like archiving stuff, hanging around, eating like a horse. What else? Sleeping, taking 1 million pills a day, exercising when I can. It's freaking cold here. But, doing really well thanks to my beautiful wife and all you folks. Thank you so much for being there, for all your support and all that. Really, really helps.
When I mentioned stuff to look forward to, that I did, that was on a positive note in 2020. I was one of the first people to do a drive-in concert in the country, which was like a really, really big thrill for me. It was a very, very strange experience, driving up to New Hampshire, to the Tupelo Music Hall in Tupelo, New Hampshire. And it was just really strange watching people sit, next to their cars. They were like 12 feet from each other. It was like there was a car, an open space, and another car, and I did a concert like that, and it was just people applauded by honking. So there you go.
Yeah, well, I was, finally going to say, what's your boyfriend been up to with all his free time? Well, you can tell me right after this break.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right, folks, we got Prairie Prince for a check-in 2021. Just want to see what's going on with you, what's going to be happening. I know you're touring with Todd. We're curious, too, if you're going to get in on those Tubes gigs we've seen. Just kind of check in, see what's up.
Well, I've been playing with the Tubes. Yeah, last weekend we had 3 shows in Southern California, Phoenix, and then Northern California, and that was it was quite an interesting deal. Those guys haven't played in a year and a half, so and it showed. I mean, I wasn't much better, but I did do a bunch of shows with Todd in that interim.
Right.
So I was up to speed a little bit, and but anyway, we had a good time, and people really enjoyed the shows. And then I've been recording. I'm still working on my record, The Colors and the Passions of Prairie Prince.
Wow.
And I'm late for a session today. We're working on Yellow. What is it? Yellow Excitement.
Yellow is exciting. Very good.
The Color and the Passion.
Yeah. What can we expect in this album? Give us some hints, clues, what it's going to be like.
Well, no.
Keeping it tight.
I don't really sing, so it's spoken word, and my poetry along with a lot of percussion. So it's mostly percussion and my vocal.
Very nice.
So that's about all I can do. I've got some special guests on it.
Very nice. Did you wear a mask when you were drumming for the Tubes recently?
I have not. No.
Yeah. Okay. I noticed.
Now we all were told we should probably get our 3rd vaccination, which I did yesterday.
Wow.
I got to tell you, I'm not feeling too good right now.
Well,
oh yeah, it'll do it to you.
Make you tired, but you'll get back to normal. We hope soon. All right. Well, we don't want to keep you too late. We just want to check in, make sure everything was good, and see. Let you know we're looking forward to seeing you.
I hope you guys are safe and good, and I look forward to seeing you out on the road with Todd and the fabulous Wizard of True Star.
We sure hope so. So far, so good.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony. We'll be there for it.
All right, great. Well, I'm glad you guys will be, because we're not going to be there.
Yes, you are. They're going to do it from the stage in Cincinnati, allegedly.
Really?
Yeah. You might be on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame TV show performing.
Wow, cool. And you guys know so much more than I do. Anyway.
That's our job.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate it. See you, man. Peace.
Bye.
All right, Todd Hands, we have Marianne Lustig with us from Chicago, Illinois. Da Bears. What's happening?
Well, it is freaking hot here. I got to tell you, I don't know how you can stand it down there, because it is so miserable right now with the humidity and everything. I don't know how you can stand it.
Is that right? Do you have a Wizard of True Star shirt on?
No, I have one that you gave me, I think, in Akron.
That is a Wizard.
Oh, it is a Wizard of True Star.
Yeah.
You're right. It is. Yeah, it is.
So are you excited about seeing that album live?
I am, because the first time he did it was during my child rearing years, and I did not get to see it. And I have always been very unhappy about having missed it. So I am ready. I am ready.
He might be doing that just for you.
Yeah, right. In my dreams, right?
Have you seen the video?
Yes. Yeah, because you showed it at one of the Rundgren radio things. You had everybody walk down to that theater, and we all watched it.
Actually, that's different. That was the Stamford, Connecticut show. The official DVD is the Akron show.
Oh, okay.
So you saw a rare one-time viewing of the Stamford, Connecticut AWAT show.
Oh, okay.
In Little Rock, Arkansas. Yeah, awesome. So the costumes, I believe, are going to be out. We're going to find all that out soon. It looks like that's what they're going to do. So you're going to get to see it like it was 2000 and whatever that was, 9. 2008. I don't know. Anyway. All right. So let's go back further and figure out when you discovered Mr. Rundgren and started liking his music and those things.
I started at the beginning because I remember going and buying the Nazz "Hello, It's Me" single, and I think it might still be in our bunch of old singles, but I'm not really sure. But so we bought that, and I remember because that's how I learned about "Open My Eyes," because actually I liked "Open My Eyes" better than "Hello, It's Me." So and then, you know, from that point on, "We Got to Get You a Woman," and a lot of it I didn't realize was all him. You know, I just liked it. And so I was just, you know, getting the music and all that. And then all of a sudden Something Anything came out, and it was like, whoa, you know, and that just started the whole thing. So.
You say we got this Nazz. Who is we? Who else is in the picture?
My brother, my brother Billy was also a big Rundgren fan.
Oh yeah.
And he was my go-to guy for concerts. So a lot of the time I was living downstate in Champaign-Urbana, and I would get off work, fly up to Chicago, pick him up, and then we would go over to whatever the venue was and run in, and you know, we always made it, and I never got any tickets.
What was your first Todd show?
My first Todd show, I think it was in 73 or 4. I don't remember. It was at the Chicago Amphitheater. And I was dating a guy who also liked Todd, and we went, and it was with the original Utopia, and he had the elevator shoes on that were like this, and he was jumping up on the speakers, and I just remember thinking, oh my God, he's gonna fall off, or he's gonna twist an ankle and fall off, or jump down and hurt himself, and he never did. And he was just like he is now, all over the place, just although, you know, obviously a lot more jumping and up on the speakers and down, and just, oh my gosh.
What a performer. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I was hooked.
What did you think? See, "Hello, It's Me" and "Open My Eyes" are quite different. And then you had "Something Anything," and then all of a sudden "A Wizard, a True Star" comes out. What were you thinking back then? Were you in love with it, or you're like, what?
Hated it. And my brother had picked it up for me at the store, and he brought it home, and I played it, and I'm like, what is this? And I was just, oh my gosh, I was crushed. And then I set it aside, and about a week later I listened to it again, and I thought, oh, I like this. You know, it was good. And so and then I just really started to love it. So
were you for or against Todd getting into a band and doing the Utopia stuff?
For or against what?
Utopia.
I was for Utopia. Oh yeah, I loved him. Loved him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I know you eventually did, but some people, when they first started, were like, why is Todd doing this?
No, you know, because I had my, I guess my big reaction was to "A Wizard, a True Star." So then after that, I was kind of ready for anything pretty much.
Yeah.
So I wasn't shocked by the other stuff at all.
How many Todd concerts do you think you've been to over the years?
I have no idea. I have no idea. And I, even back when I was a poor student, I was going to multiple shows a year, although nothing like I can do now. First of all, I couldn't afford it, but secondly, I didn't have the opportunity to do it all either. But I remember one year I was so proud of myself. I saw him twice in Chicago, and once in Champaign, and once somewhere else. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm really seeing him a lot. And of course, now people are, you know, going on the tour, Lizzie. But, you know, just.
Well, you've
But,
left the town and gone to other places to see Todd now. So
yeah,
you're
I
in the
do
crew.
now. I
Yeah.
do now, but I would have loved to then. But all this cool memorabilia that everybody has now, I couldn't afford any of that. I was lucky to just get to a concert. I would have loved to be buying T-shirts and programs and all this stuff, but
It's not as good as the memories of the concerts and the
yeah,
albums that you got to listen to. That's what you needed right there.
still got them too. I still got them.
Oh, yeah, the originals, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
they look like hell, but boy, they're I'm not
Well,
getting
good
rid of
play.
them.
Where's your favorite place to see Todd? Park West, maybe?
I do really like Park West, but you know what? I also liked the Athenaeum when he was there.
Mm-hmm.
I like you were at that one, right?
Maybe.
I think so.
I don't think so. I don't know.
But I liked that one too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, how far have you traveled? Now, what's the longest distance you think you've been to see a Todd gig?
Oh, not it's just in the States. I think Boston probably.
Boston. All right.
Boston.
Very nice. Okay. Well, good deal. Well, Marianne Lustig in Chicago, Illinois. It's been good talking to you, and I enjoyed hearing your Todd story. I hope everybody else did as well. Happy Labor Day weekend.
Thank you. You too.
And we'll see you in Cincinnati, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm got my tickets. I'm ready.
That's right. You are probably going to be singing some on stage.
It's looking that way. Yeah, I'm really excited.
I also appreciate your participation in our 14th year with the, let's see, you did the wine show, right? Coffee show. Very nice. Utopian coffee, Utopia wine, and some She-Ra video action, which was a blast.
Yeah.
We had a good year online.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you live in Cincinnati.
Thanks.
All right. See you on the road.
All right.
Hey, look who's here, Doug. We got Chasm Sultan.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Hi, Mel. Hi, Doug.
Hey, now. Happy Labor Day weekend.
Happy Labor Day weekends. Good to see you guys. Good to be seen. Always is
Yeah.
a pleasure.
Well, you've been a busy guy lately. Don't you have a record coming out?
Yes. The single just came out about a week ago, maybe. I don't know, maybe a little bit more. Maybe, about a week. And there's a video for it. It's the first single off the new record. Do I have a copy of the record here somewhere? I think I do, yeah. And I know Doug has it on his background, but
It's a good looking cover.
yeah, it's a nice cover. Danny O'Connor, Mike Polito did the photos. He did the photos on the inside too. Where is that? That photo, and then a photo on the back. And if you were one of the people that submitted a background vocal for one of the songs on the record, then your name is right on there, right underneath the CD.
That's nice.
Your name.
Chasm, let's see that picture you hadn't posted. Have you posted that one yet that's on the inside cover?
That's on the inside? Yeah, that's
No.
somewhere on Facebook, that picture. Somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it?
Yeah, I think I saw you can order the album now, right? But it hasn't actually come out.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the record, as of a couple of days ago, was number 44 on Amazon pre-orders, which is pretty,
impressive. Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what the category is. I don't know how narrow that particular category is for how they rate it, how they put it in there. But we were 44, so that's very, very, very.
Well, I'm going to go buy one right now and make it 43, 42 maybe.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can buy a bundle. You can buy like a T-shirt and a tote bag and a CD all at the same time, and an autographed CD. But
I'm going all in, man.
And Mel, I would.
No, we're buying it. We're going to move the chart. We're going to move you.
Tick,
Good.
tick, 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 tick. Yeah. Do you have any plans to tour the album?
Well, right now,
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's still difficult. I have some shows. I have a few shows that I'm going to be doing later on. September. Later on this month, there's a show at Daryl's house on September 14th, and then another show on the 12th, just outside of Philly in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and then another show down in the Pittsburgh area. But that's all listed on my Facebook page and stuff like that. So those are the only shows that we had time to put in for right now, because when it was time to book shows, there were so many venues that were still unavailable. A month and a half, 2 months, 3 months ago, you still could not really book any real venues because nobody knew if they were going to be opened or not.
Yeah.
So,
Plus, you had only had sort of a small window too, because as far as we know, you're still going to be on the tour with Todd Rundgren.
As far as you know, yeah.
As far as you know, I don't know how far you know.
Yeah, I'm planning on being there.
Yeah,
I am planning on that.
He's in the band, Mel. Yeah.
We start rehearsals on the 23rd of September, and then the first show is October 1st in Boston, and then we go until November 17th. I think we end the tour on the West Coast in San Francisco. It'll be the last show. And a bunch of shows in between.
Very good, very good. So on your, I forgot to ask you, on your album,
yeah,
you're doing a cover tune.
Yeah.
Why that Nick Lowe song?
First of all, Phil Astral Drive produced this record, and we were probably, I don't know, maybe about halfway through recording, and he's like, it would be nice to do a cover song on the record. I always wind up covering a tune on one of my solo records. I did it on Quid Pro Quo. I did it on 3, and just made sense to do a cover song on this record. So we kind of, we threw a couple of ideas out at each other, and Phil said, "What about Peace, Love, and Understanding? I think that would be a great song." I'm a huge Nick Lowe fan, and it just seemed like at that particular moment in time, the subject matter was relevant, and the way that we approached that particular track, it filled a spot in the record that we needed. It was kind of like a real up tempo, a little bit aggressive, and just fits with the rest of the record.
I think you've at least I think I may be making it up, but I think I've seen you perform it a couple of times. Last year, whenever.
Yeah, I was doing it with the little trio that I had with myself, Andy Ascalise on drums and Matt Beck on guitar. We did it a few shows because I'd already recorded it for the record, and it was it's a kind of a timely subject, It's like, it's certainly the world could use a lot more peace and love and understanding.
Always.
Yes.
We sure do appreciate you and Andy being on our shows last year, especially the live show. That was fantastic.
Andy's great. I mean, he's such a sweetheart. I love working with Andy. He can play anything, and he gets it right away, and he's just a real good guy to be around. And that's what you want, really,
Absolutely. What's the latest and greatest with Radio Woodstock and some other rumors about a podcast?
So right now, we have we're on 3 stations. We are on not only in Woodstock on WDST, Radio Woodstock. But we're also on in 2 other markets right now. We are in St. Charles, Louisiana. I don't have the call letters, but it's no, Lake Charles. Is it
Lake Charles?
It's Lake Charles, Louisiana, and we're also on in Roanoke, Virginia.
Very
The
nice.
mountain in Roanoke.
Almost syndicated.
Yeah, we are syndicated.
Fancy.
And I'm not sure the times. I think it's 11 o'clock in Louisiana on a Sunday night, and 10 o'clock in Roanoke on the Roanoke station. So it's the mountain in Roanoke on Sunday nights, and it's K-Rock in Lake Charles, Louisiana on Sunday nights at 11 o'clock.
Awesome.
Cool. So you're still chugging away doing that show every week, huh?
Every single week, yeah. Every week we this past Sunday was it was all about 3-piece bands, and this coming week I forget what's up this week. There's something. This week is it Earth, Wind, and Fire? Not the band.
Oh.
So we do.
Utopia show.
All the shows are they're kind of centered around themes. Like we do theme shows. So and then of course there's Pete's pick. Pete gets my dog gets to pick a song on every show, which is nice. And it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing it.
Pete's going to be on our show tonight.
Pete's going to be on your show?
Yeah, we're going to show a little clip from our behind the scenes with your radio show, and Pete makes an appearance on the clip.
Oh, okay, good. That's excellent. Good. I like that.
Yeah.
He's a star.
Now, are you doing a podcast?
So we just finished, and I'm kind of talking out of school. I haven't really okayed this with anybody that it's okay for me to be talking about this stuff, but I'm going to talk.
Scoop. We love Scoop.
Pete, get over here. What are you doing? Who's that good boy? Say hello to Doug and Mel. Where's Doug and Mel?
Hey.
Hi. Hey, say hi.
Hello, puppy.
Yeah.
Way to deflect about talking about the podcast.
Yeah.
So
diversion tactic.
So we came up with an idea for a podcast, and it's loosely based on my life, and it's scripted. We just finished recording 6 episodes. That's Pete scratching, by the way, and if you're hearing the tinkling bell. Pete, cut it out. It's kind of a sitcom for radio.
Is it your life from the wild days, early Utopia, or from
No. It's completely fictionalized. But it is it's loosely based on me and a character that the main character is a musician, and he has been in the music business for a very, very long time. He has children. He's he's a single parent, and he has a bunch of people around him that kind of try to guide him in the best direction that they think for him. And it is it's a very, very funny show. We had 6 voice actors on various times about 2.5 weeks ago when we recorded this show. Some of them are in Los Angeles, some of them are here. And we're in the process of editing the episodes together and getting ready to put the music, lay the music in, and do all the Foley work, which is like, if you're in at a concert series, or it's like all the sound that goes on behind the scenes of anything that you might hear on radio or on television.
Cool. When are y'all aiming to publish
the fall.
this?
We should be done with this by the fall, and it should be out. We are in the process of trying to figure out whether we're going to self-distribute or go with a major distributor for the podcast.
Got some scoop, Cruiser Mel, already.
Excellent.
We already got scoop. So, Chasm, you mentioned family, even though it's a fictional story. But last time you were on here, one of the times you were on here, you were about to be a fourth time grandfather. Did that happen?
Four grandchildren. I have my middle daughter Cassandra just had a baby, and should probably kill me if I did this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't, there's always something she could be angry with me at. That's my newest granddaughter.
Oh, precious.
Oh, very.
Yeah. That's
happy.
Olivia Beatrice.
Awesome. Olivia, it's a great name.
Yeah. So she's 6 months. She'll be 6 months old on the 7th of September.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Or,
yeah, she's a doll. She's not a crybaby. She's a good baby. I've babysat for her already. We've had a really, really, really good time.
That's fantastic. 4 times. Very good. Well, all right. We appreciate your check-in with us.
Absolutely. Well, so that's it. That's all I get.
That's all you get, man. We got to save it.
Was it carry on longer than me?
No way.
No?
We have a 15th year coming up. We got to save some stuff for that.
The 50th year? What?
15th.
Oh, 15th.
Next year.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can do something special for year 15.
We are, well, I don't want to say expecting, but we will ride you about coming back when the CD is out and talking to us and doing some stuff.
Sure. The CD comes out on September 17th. And I just wanted to mention that on September 9th, we are doing a live stream, press conference. We're debuting another single from the record on September 9th, the second single. And then I'm probably going to perform with the band on the stream show on September 9th. I believe, when is it? September 9th. September 9th is a Thursday. So it's not this coming Thursday, but the following Thursday. Check Facebook for all the relevant information on when to listen to it, where to listen to it, how to get there, and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, technically, when this airs, it will be this Thursday. So
well, there you go.
After Labor Day week, right?
Yes, it is Labor Day week. So does this air on the 9th?
No. The 3rd.
On the 3rd. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And actually, a very, very good friend of mine, Maria Melita, from K-Rock, Maria Melito from Q104 is going to be emceeing the live stream. So she's a wonderful, wonderful disc jockey here in New York. She's great.
So you got so much going on. What is the best way? Go to chasmsultan.com to be kept in the loop.
You can go to chasmsultan.com. We're in the process of revamping the website. So still the best place to go right now for information is the Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter. But if you want to pre-order the record or anything like that, go to chasmsultan.com. It'll take you right to the order page.
New website. More scoop.
Yeah, super.
Got some merch, music,
got a lot of stuff going.
Website, podcast, radio station, tour, band.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a little bit too much, but that's okay. I don't mind being busy. Never complain about being busy.
That's right.
Correct.
Busy is better than not being busy. Yeah. All right. Well, you got final say. You got anything else you want to tell us?
No, I just love you guys, and I really, really appreciate you having me on. And I miss everyone out there. Please come to the live shows, and I will see you on the road.
Awesome.
Excellent. Top fans, we got Jim and Donna McHugh all the way from Columbus, Ohio, one of Rundgren Radio's favorite places to do Todd gigs. We hope to go back sometime. What a great hotel venue situation, the Southern Theater. Good stuff. Y'all been lucky. You get to see Todd. You go to Cincinnati, you go to Cleveland, you can stay in Columbus.
Yeah, we're perfect. Perfect spot.
Ohio's the place. Todd fans.
Love it here.
Okay, so I guess, probably since you live in Ohio, your Todd story is probably pretty common because a lot of people find him over there on that radio station, WMMS. But maybe you have a different story. Maybe, Donna, can you tell us what yours is? How did you discover Mr. Rundgren?
Okay, so I was 14 years old. I was a freshman in high school, and Hello, It's Me was on the radio. And don't hate me, but I didn't like the song. And I thought it was too, I don't know, poppy or something. It wasn't heavy enough for me. So my best friend said, "Hey, Donna, you want to go see Todd Rundgren?" And I go, "You mean Hello, It's Me?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "I don't really like the song, but sure, I'll go." When I went, I had the best time. I can even remember what I was wearing. It was such a great time. And the next day, I went out with my babysitting money and bought the album Todd. I bought A Wizard, A True Start, and I got it up there. And I bought Something Anything.
Okay,
All three
so
albums the next day.
the next day. So during that
I fell in
concert,
love with Todd.
there had to be a song or something that roped you in. What was it?
I did like Hello, It's Me when he sang it in person. I really, really did like it when he sang it. Well, it was Utopia. So he came out alone, and it was at the Ohio Theater, and he came out solo, and he was like crazy all over the amps and everything, and in his jumpsuit, and he played the piano, played Dream Goes On Forever. So I love that song. And let's see, it was just the way he was with the audience. I mean, he just interacted, and there was a girl there that had a skateboard for him, and he got on the skateboard and did a little skateboarding, and I just thought, what a cool guy, and forget all that about me telling my friend, "Oh, Hello, It's Me," guy. That was it. I was a fan from that moment on. No other performer artist ever has come close to Todd for me.
So can you remember what your thoughts were? You think this guy's Hello, It's Me, and you saw Dream Goes On Forever, and then you turn on A Wizard, A True Star. Are you like, what the?
Oh my God, I loved it. Yeah, because it just went, I mean, it wasn't like anything else you ever listened to. You just it was so crazy with all the different types of music, and just it all went together, and I listened to that all the time. That's what I did. Just listen to Todd.
Do you remember the record store where you got it and how much they cost?
Oh gosh. Okay, so I probably went to Recordland. That was at Eastland Mall. And sometimes I would go to Woolworths, and I bet, because I only made 50 cents an hour back then, babysitting, unless I worked past midnight, I might make $1 an hour, but I bought all 3 albums, and I probably spent maybe $10 for all 3.
Wow.
I mean, it was really cheap.
And they had all of them there. That's great too that they had all those available. It's nice.
I know.
Now, do you still talk to this young lady that invited you to go to this show?
No.
She's
No,
talked to her in the last
Todd
5
fan?
years, but not recently.
Not recently.
She's still a Todd fan?
No.
Oh, wow. How weird is that? Right?
Yeah.
A trade-off. He got one
Yeah.
off. Break
And
even.
I told Jim, I have to thank her for being in my life at that time, because otherwise I would never have gone to see Todd. I wouldn't have. But then she's more into what is she into? Like jazz. We just don't have the same tastes.
Maybe Todd will do a jazz album next. All right, so Jim, Jimmy Jazz, what's your Todd story?
Well, it's kind of similar because it took place at the same time. We're the same age. We're just a few months apart, 4 months maybe. And so I was a freshman in high school, and I didn't have as big an album collection as some of my friends they were all like musicians, guitar player, drummer, bass player. And so they had a little more spending money than me, and they all had bigger album collections. So I borrowed anything from a friend, and wore it out. and that was my freshman year. And so my other friend who had the first Utopia album, he was listening to that a lot, and I'd go to his house and we'd listen to that. And he was always into progressive stuff, Yes, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and that kind of stuff. And so he liked Utopia more than he liked the Todd stuff. I liked the Todd stuff more than Utopia, but it was the first Utopia album. There wasn't much choice of anything else besides that. So he was going to go to see Utopia at Ohio Theater. And he goes, "You want to go?" And back then it was like probably $3.50 to get a ticket, $3.50.
It was $4.50 for me.
Was it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have the money for it because I was going to shows every month that I could go, and so all my allowance was spent on tickets in advance. And I thought, I said, is he going to play anything off of something, anything? He's going to play that stuff, or is this going to be Utopia? He goes, "What's Utopia?" "It's Utopia." "It's not Todd. It's Utopia." I'm like, "Okay, well, I think I'll just hang on to my $4.50 and I'll go to a different show." And she would have been there. I'd have been there. But all of my friends like Todd, whereas all of her friends didn't know who Todd was in high school. But in my high school, Todd was, everybody that I knew who Todd was.
And when y'all met, you both were Todd fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We didn't meet until we were
about 33, so 1993. So
okay.
Yeah. So we've been at a lot of shows, the same shows, but we never met until 1930 or when we were 33.
Yeah. That's like 20 years later, isn't it? Yeah, 20 years later from that first show.
So
we met, and first thing I said to her is, "What kind of music do you like?"
And what I said was, "You probably haven't heard of them." And they're like, because we had some other friends around, and they're like, "Oh, well, who?" And I said, "Todd Rundgren." They all went, "Oh my God, we love Todd Rundgren." I'm like, "You're my people." You're my people.
So she passed the first test, and we started dating.
I was going to say, yeah.
He passed the test too.
I was going to say, Don, what would you have done if he would have said, "I don't care for Todd Rundgren"?
I would have had to have taken him to a concert, 2 concerts, or, he would have become a fan.
Or else.
So we're looking at each other going like, "Well, I know Todd better than you. Well, I know Todd better than you."
Oh, my classmates like Todd.
Once, didn't you?
So how many?
A couple times he's done sound for Todd. So.
Oh, yeah?
Supplied. Yeah, I didn't do mix the sound.
Oh, okay.
Supplied.
Okay.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you let me think. So how many concerts? That's what I was going to ask you. How many concerts of Todd's do you think you two have been to?
Okay, so in the probably the mid 1980s, I know I was at least 30, and I quit counting. Yeah.
So over 100.
Yeah. Thanks to you, a lot of thanks to you too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Doug, you and Mel have.
Yeah, thank you.
Everything for all of us Todd fans that has changed.
We brought a few shows to Ohio for sure.
Yeah,
that's our mecca. So when did you start traveling outside of Ohio to shows, or have you?
Okay, here's interesting. I had never gone out of Ohio ever.
Ever
until we were on that rock and roll cruise. So I saw him on the ocean. And then my first one out besides the ocean was in Chicago for, this last one, the COVID,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nearly Human. What a great show.
Yeah. So I had never been out of Ohio. Have never gone to any shows out of Ohio.
He always comes here, so we don't have to go somewhere else.
I'm gonna bet that's not true. I'm gonna prove that's not true.
What's that?
I bet you've been to Covington, Kentucky.
Todd Stock.
Yeah, that's true.
I forgot it.
What about Covington, Kentucky, next to Cincinnati?
Never went to Kentucky.
It's right next to Cincinnati.
Yeah, Covington.
Never.
No.
I've even been there.
We've seen him in Cincinnati. We've seen him on the other parts of the Ohio River, but it's always been in Ohio. We've seen him in Cleveland, seen him
Akron, Cincy.
You got over 100 shows in Ohio.
He used to come twice a year.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you think's the biggest crowd you've seen him perform for?
He played the Agora.
Could be Legend
Oh
Valley.
gosh, well, Legend Valley too, but yeah.
Unless you went to the World
Series of Rock, in Cleveland, the World Series of Rock, yeah.
50,000 people.
But he sold out the Agora. He had 2 shows and they sold out back to back. So that was pretty amazing. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, World Series of Rock would be the biggest. That would be 50,000. You know, that was stadium.
That was big.
The football stadium. So maybe 80,000. I don't know.
I don't know how many it holds, but it.
They were the headliner one year. They played like 3 of them.
All right, so most of us have not been on these cruises. Tell me a little bit about those and why you like them so much. You've been to more than one or just one?
Oh, we've been ever since we saw Todd on the first one. 2 with Todd.
I thought you've been to several.
We're just hooked now.
Yeah.
We're just really hooked. We never really wanted to do a cruise. So I think it was your announcement. I think you had made the announcement Todd's going to be cruising or something. And I'm like, oh my God, Jim, Todd's going to be on the Rock Legends cruise. And we had wanted to do the Rock Legends cruise, but I don't know why. We just put it in the back burner. And I'm like, we got to go. And Jim's like, that's a year away. He doesn't want to do a cruise. And I'm like, Jim, it's going to sell out. He's like, okay, whatever. So I booked it every day for a year. Todd Rundgren's going to be on that cruise. And he rolls eyes at me. After that cruise, Jim freaking loved it. And he thanked me. He said, thank you for booking that cruise. And now.
It's not like a cruise. It's more like a rock festival on a boat, which is awesome.
So do y'all go see the other bands or you just go see Todd?
Well, we always would see Todd at every one of his shows because he would do 3 shows in the 4 days. So we always made sure we saw him. But yeah, we go to the other shows too. It's so much fun.
And Todd,
you don't even know.
Looks like just walks around, hangs out with y'all some every now and then, or that's all pictures.
Yeah, you see him and the other artists in the little mall way to call whatever they call that, the promenade or whatever it is. Where
have a drink.
Stores are and shops, and they'll be walking around, and you can chat a little bit, take a picture. And there was one of the bars he liked to hang out at the top. It was outside. It was called the Sky Bar, and we spent one evening up there with the whole band and a bunch of us. And
so
clearly you are sold on the cruise and would recommend it.
What's that?
Sure. So you are obviously sold on the cruise and would recommend it.
Yes. And, and Janet and Leslie and Lindstone, I mean, we all do it every year. We don't even care who's on the cruise. That's how much fun we have.
What are the rooms like on that boat?
Yeah.
Are the rooms nice on the boat? Yeah. Are the rooms nice on the boat?
You can get nice ones.
Doesn't really matter. Not
the little tiny one where we just sleep.
Yeah, we're not in the room with shower and sleep. That's it. Because the music starts at 10 in the morning, and they have a midnight jam that lasts till 2 to 3 in the morning. So from 2 or 3 in the morning to 10 o'clock is not a lot of time to.
So besides the posse you go with, have you met other Todd fans that have kind of come into the fold?
Yes, and we have introduced people to Rundgren Radio.
Yeah,
like Sally, our friend Sally.
Okay,
she's new, and we met her the first year, and now she's a really good friend. She's in Portsmouth, Ohio. Great. So, we have introduced people to Rundgren Radio.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
So we'll see her in Cincinnati, maybe.
Yes, she will be there.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, she comes to all of them now.
Okay.
She goes to Columbus and Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's some more fans.
That's great. That's fun. When you meet Mel met Dawn from Canada on a cruise, just random,
Oh really?
It wasn't a Todd cruise, yeah. So always good stories, always good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for y'all's time. I appreciate your Todd stories. They're great. And
Thanks for all that you do.
sure, thank you. I look forward to seeing y'all in Cincinnati. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Can't wait.
And maybe, well, supposedly it's gonna happen. Todd's gonna accept his inductee situation from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame concert. That is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that's not broadcast live, so we won't be on TV that night or whatever. But eventually, the crowd and Todd, it'll be on HBO, so it'll be kind of fun to watch down the road.
Yeah. That's great.
All right, well, have a good one.
Okay, we'll talk to you later, Doug.
Be on the road to Utopia.
Okay, bye.
Typical day on the road to Utopia. I walk along until my feet are sore. I rest a minute, then I walk some more. There's no time to delay on the road to Utopia. And my destination is the unknown, but I'm never far away from my shines like laser light. It's in my dreams at night. I've been all my life on the road to Utopia. I will be there to share your tragedy. I know that you would do the same for me. There's no trouble at all on the road to Utopia. My day is over and I'm trying to sleep. It comes so easy cause I'm not kind of cheap. I am counting the smiles on the road to Utopia. And I may lose my way again and again, but I cross that borderline in the air. On the road, it shines like laser light. It's in my trees at night. I've been all my life on the road to Utopia. Trouble building all about. If we stick together, we could stick it out. Will we ever find the lost we lost again? Does this crazy journey ever have an end? And will I find what I'm after? Do I know what I'm after? Yes, I'm joining the laughter on the road to Utopia. On the road to Utopia. Todd would say, thank you.
Hey,
Hey,
Mr.
you.
Bellata. John, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Who's on bass?
I'd like to reintroduce from our very first gig, actually, yeah, from our first gig at TT the Bears on Halloween. That's why we named ourselves Hermits of Mink Halloween. Jim Haggerty on the bass guitar. He was at the church show. He's our original bassist. We wanted him to play in Akron, but there was a money issue. There was a money issue. Any other questions? He's back.
Doug's had a little wine tonight.
What's the delay from Alabama?
Yeah.
No more questions, sir. Thank you very much for your information. Great song.
Thank you.
Yeah, that sounded great, guys.
Want us to play another one?
Sure.
We like to call this song, well, it's from an album that we really love called Swing to the Right. But this album is also called Engineer Chris Anderson's least favorite album. Because I heard him say some nasty stuff about it on Rundgren Radio.
Please just try to open up the bedroom door. What is the matter? Ain't you loving me no more? I enlisted in the army today. One more time before I march away. Make me feel like a big strong man. Say you don't care about my pride. Love me too much just to let me die. And you won't let me come inside. Yes, I don't go to war no more. Please just try to. Little boys like to have their fun. And you know I gotta put on my colors and get my gun. Every able-bodied man that I know, every patriot is packed to go. Won't you give me your last goodbye? I'll be sent off to a distant land, spill my blood upon some foreign sand. I may die by an enemy's hand, then I won't go to war no more. Won't go to war. To war no more. Send the boys all back to the farm. Troops, it was a false alarm. 'Cause if I die, I wanna be in your arms. So I won't go to war. No, I won't go to war. Said I won't go to war no more.
Nice.
That was more of a jump from Todd's 30s. This is the voice from Todd's 20s. And my look is all messed up from many different eras, including the late 60s.
Lavender's good on you.
Thank you. What's going on, Todd Nation?
Well, we're just partying here.
Questions, Doug? Hey, I just want to mention, in J-Po's voice, that the Regent Theater has been amazing for letting us play here. And they have a GoFundMe page, Regent Theater GoFundMe. We want to thank them. We want to thank Grady Moats for getting our sound happening and our links happening. And want to thank Rundgren Radio for real for making tons of my dreams coming true, from playing with Stookie and Tom from the Nazz to playing with Todd Rundgren's Utopia in Little Rock, Arkansas, playing with Jesse and Chasm and Greg Hawkes. I was in Greg Hawkes' hometown today, Lincoln. I went to the Cordova Sculpture Museum. Hey, couldn't you talk like Todd again? Okay.
Hey, J-Po.
He's got to change guitars. Give him a sec.
What's
Get Entertainer's Secret.
J-Po? What's that song Liz Estrada about? What's that song about you just sang? Can you tell us?
It's about war.
Melinda, what's going on? Talk.
You know what? Doug and I have started going hard on the alcohol now that we've gotten through the first couple of hours.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Anyways,
J-Po, jam for it.
Cheers to you.
That's awesome. Before I was involved in fan gatherings and all that, I was a fan, and I would listen. I'd listen to Adrian Bourgeois, and I'd listen to all the interviews. I was like, I want to be involved. How can I get involved? And now look, start a band.
And we sure are glad that you got involved. Just saying.
Let's do another.
Our bar.
All right.
All right.
All right.
It's one of the greatest songs ever written. Sing along.
Up and from shore to shore to shore. If there's a shortcut, I'd have found it. But there's no easy way around it. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all and set us free. Love is the answer. Someday we all must die. We're all homeless boys and girls. Since we are dead. It's such a lonely, 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 lonely world. People turn their heads and walk on by. Tell me, is it worth just another try? Light of the world. Shine, shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. I gotta ask you something. Are we alive, or just a dying planet? What are the chances? It's coming in your heart for the your way, when you're all alone, yeah. When you're far from home, when you're down and out,
Lori Watkins, John Watkins, Janessa Watkins. You can't see her, but she's here. Yeah, Love is the Answer. Great song. Great song. I like England Dan and John Ford Coley's version, but I like that version better. Melinda, Doug.
Yes, sir.
How we doing? Who's on after us?
Hi. I think you might be our closer, actually. Well, we might have a couple of little quick videos. Who knows?
Now, Doug, I know there's one that you always want us to play, and it's one of my favorites too. I can't understand.
That is true.
It wasn't a big hit. So we're gonna...
Even his dogs are barking. They're excited.
Oh, good.
Oh, and there's the little singer's secret right there.
Put your dance shoes on, people.
How do you think I got my hair this color? Just put a little entertainer secret on the top.
It's like putting lemon juice on blonde hair in the sun, right?
Cruise Mail, it's like when Harry met Sally. I want what he's having.
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is for you, Doug. We love you guys very much.
Andy Santaspago on the guitar, Dance to Clueless on the drum. I've been watching how you dance, watching how you smile, watching how you carry yourself around in a crowd, and watching what you say. You got something that's a secret to the average eye. You've been saving something nobody's seen until now, in a hideaway. I'm not trying to invade your privacy. There are things you have a right to hide, but it's oh so cold standing on the outside. Will you show me to your secret hideaway? I won't tell nobody where I'm going. Won't you tell me that we're leaving right away for the heart of your hideaway? Everybody's looking for a heaven on earth, a slice of paradise where nobody gets hurt. Someone to pull the pieces back together again when your daydreams die. Are you trying to get a message through the air to me? Get me on your way, baby, show me which way to go to your hideaway. I can't stand another second in this single toy world. Give me your direction, don't make me wait anymore. It seems so far away. You can't trust me with your secret fantasy. You will never know until you've tried. But it's oh so cold standing on the outside. Will you show me to your secret hideaway? I can't tell nobody where I'm going. Won't you tell me that we're leaving right away for the heart of your hideaway? Everybody's looking for a heaven on earth, a slice of paradise where nobody gets hurt. Someone to pull the pieces back together again when your daydreams die. Yeah. I've been trying to get a message through the air to you. Just turn into Rundgren Radio whenever they do a show. It worked for us, the Hermits of Mean Halloween. I was committed to my secret hideaway. I won't tell nobody where I'm going. I was headed to my secret hideaway. my heart away. Thank you. Thank you, Rundgren Radio. Thank you, everybody.
Love you. Stay safe.
J-Po.
Ooh,
Thank you.
we were
Way to
digging
go,
it.
J-Po.
Oh, we could keep going, but
Do
I
it.
don't know any more songs. I haven't played.
You don't,
Real
J-Po,
musicians.
you only learned 3 songs?
We have one. We could just give us time to do just one little thing.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, it's okay.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
Do you need me to hold your hand?
We're talking in our 30-year-old.
Is that the fool?
On an endless road, my friend, no beginning and no end. I've forgotten more than I remember. Sometimes I want to hide myself away, but I know there's no escape. We must go on forever. The seas will rise, the mountains fall, the earth will turn itself upside down. Ooh, we have seen it all before. We will always be around. And in a million trillion years, when the planets disappear, you and I will stay and watch them all fade away. Fade away. Fade away.